World Basketball Day cracked open a truth the media has been quietly ignoring. While the WNBA and the Players Union are locked in a shadow war that could shatter everything, fans from Slovenia to Singapore are setting alarms for 3 a.m., pouring coffee, and sitting in the dark just to watch the Indiana Fever. And this isn't casual fandom, I'm talking transatlantic flights, customs officers recognizing jerseys, entire countries where official merch is completely out of reach because the league hasn't figured out how to ship it globally. This isn't incremental growth. This is a once-in-a-century wildfire, and it's being smothered before it can roar. Think I'm exaggerating? Wait until you see the messages flooding in from yesterday. Here's some perspective that will blow your mind. December 21st, 1891. That's the day Dr. James Naismith created basketball. Not as a game. Not as a pastime. As a weapon for change. A Canadian YMCA instructor, he built the sport to inspire faith, discipline, and character. Muscular Christianity, they called it. He spread it across continents, China, Europe, Africa, using the gym as a pulpit and basketball as a message. The game you're watching tonight? Born from a mission. A tool to reach people. Keep that in mind, because what's happening with the Indiana Fever right now is the closest thing we've seen to that explosive, global spread in over a century, and then it got wild. Yesterday, the Fever dropped a single question on X: where are you cheering from? They were probably bracing for the usual, Indianapolis, maybe Chicago, maybe a neighbor state or two. Instead, they triggered the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, an unstoppable tidal wave. And for anyone ready to argue this isn't about one player, let's be clear. Kelsey Mitchell said it. Sue Bird said it. Even skeptics can't deny it anymore. Caitlin Clark brought a storm of fans to the WNBA, and suddenly, the Fever weren't just a team, they were ground zero for a global earthquake, and here's where the league should be shamed. Fans across Europe and South America are begging for merchandise. They're being told, no, you can't have it. Shipping is outrageous. Stock is invisible. Greece wants Caitlin and Sophie Cunningham jerseys, nowhere to be found. Chile, Norway, Rwanda, same nightmare. Money ready, passion ablaze, infrastructure in ruins. It's business incompetence at a historic scale. A goldmine of fans is at their doorstep, and they can't even sell a single jersey. Connecticut's Sun game story? Brutal. A fan posted, more Fever jerseys in the stands than Connecticut's own colors. Visiting fans outnumbering home fans. That's not just an away crowd, that's a full takeover. If that doesn't scream seismic change in women's basketball, nothing does. IT doesn't stop at borders. Oahu, Hawaii. No professional teams? Doesn't matter. Caitlin Clark and the Fever are enough to fill that void, becoming someone's primary sports identity. Washington, Illinois. A mother followed her daughter's college fandom to the WNBA and now worships the Fever roster. That's the pipeline every league dreams of, the college hero to professional devotion, playing out live before our eyes. Now comes the moment that should send shivers through every boardroom in the WNBA. Sue Bird herself predicted it. Decades from now, college classrooms will dissect this season. Students will analyze how Caitlin Clark ignited the league literally overnight. And she's right. This isn't slow, methodical growth. This isn't a steady climb up a ladder. This is a volcanic eruption of fandom that blindsided everyone, including the league itself. The words matter here. When we say literally, we mean it. Attendance figures? Skyrocketing. TV ratings? Through the roof. Merchandise? Flying off shelves, if you could even get it. Social media engagement? Exploding on a scale nobody predicted. One season. Every metric shattered. That doesn't happen. But it just did, and this is where frustration turns to panic. Right now, this once-in-a-lifetime wave of momentum is hurtling across the globe. Fans from Rwanda, Papua New Guinea, Singapore, Italy, countries where basketball isn't even a top 3 sport, are living and breathing the Fever. They're waking at 3 a.m., booking transatlantic flights, ready to spend, ready to support, begging for jerseys they can't even get. And behind the curtain? A labor dispute that could destroy it all. Salaries. Revenue splits. Those are the arguments. But the real stakes? The future of the WNBA as a global phenomenon hangs in the balance. Caitlin Clark has said it repeatedly, this is the greatest moment women's basketball has ever seen. And she's right. But even the greatest moment is meaningless if the foundations crumble. Delay the season. Cancel games. Let negotiations drag on. Suddenly, Singapore stops setting alarms. Italy stops buying flights. Connecticut fans retreat to their home teams. Momentum is fragile. You can't hit pause and expect the energy to return at the same intensity. Every single person who posted their location yesterday, from West Des Moines to Athens, Greece, deserves action. The league has a responsibility to make this moment last. The question now is whether the league's business side can keep pace with what the athletes have built. Caitlin said it best, a rising tide lifts all boats. Indiana's surge hasn't harmed anyone. It has elevated everyone. Aaliyah Boston is finally receiving the spotlight she deserves. Kelsey Mitchell is recognized as the elite scorer she's always been. Lexi Hall? International acclaim. The sun, the sky, the liberty, every team has benefited, but only if the league acts. Only if they fix international shipping. Only if they bring exhibition games to Singapore and Europe. Only if they open access and keep fans engaged worldwide. Think about what just unfolded. A single social media post, "Where are you cheering from?" became a global roll call. Hundreds of responses, dozens of countries, photos, stories, frustration over merch, pledges of loyalty. Against every obstacle, these fans are unwavering. This isn't hype. This is raw, organic, fiery fandom. The kind of foundation that every successful sports league is built on. And it's being handed to the WNBA on a silver platter, because one transcendent player brought millions into the sport in a way no one thought possible.